My husband James and I had been together for about 10 years and married for 2 years, and he was studying, he'd gone back to uni to complete his law degree. He was 29 years old, and he got a few headaches, which we didn't really think much of it, and then he struggled to read, so he couldn't comprehend the words on a page, and he had a couple of times where he was talking to someone and he couldn't understand what they were saying, and he would get a blinding headache. So we knew something was wrong, but we had no idea. We thought it might be migraines or eye strain or something to do with the fact that he was studying so much. So he went to the GP, and the GP ordered a CT scan as a precaution. And I got a phone call. I was at work, and James said, "Oh, you need to come to the doctors. It's not good." He wouldn't tell me what it was, and then when I arrived, he told me that he had a brain tumour. So it was about the size of a golf ball on the left side of his head. So yeah, it was just a complete shock, because we had no idea that this was going to happen. It happened so quickly. And he was admitted to emergency at John Hunter that day, and went in for his first brain surgery 3 days after that. So that's when the journey started for us. That day, that was the day that everything changed. In total, he had 5 brain surgeries, and he just deteriorated so quickly. At that point, spent a couple of months in hospital down in Sydney, and eventually we were told that there was nothing further that any of the doctors could do for him. The tumour would just keep coming back. You know, as soon as they took it out, it would come back within a matter of weeks. So we decided to bring him home to Newcastle and spend his last 3 weeks at home in our house together, and cared for him at home. So he passed away November 2013, and it was just 12 months after his diagnosis. We'd always wanted to have a family, and that was always part of our plan, so we decided to go ahead and do that. I was lucky enough to fall pregnant in May of 2013, so I was pregnant during the time that he was being treated, and I was also working full-time and caring for James, so it was a very stressful time, obviously. We were both really excited with the fact that I was pregnant, and it also made James a bit sad as well, because he knew that he probably wouldn't be around that long. We'd hoped that he'd have at least a year or two with the baby, but unfortunately they never even got to meet each other, which was very sad. My daughter Abigail was 1 month premature, so she was born 2 months after James passed away on the 14th of January, and she's just been such a joy, and I just feel so lucky to have a piece of James here with us. He was a very, very strong and determined person, and he held on as long as he possibly could, and I know that he was worried about leaving us behind, and he didn't want to go, but unfortunately he just couldn't stay. So